Welcome back to another episode of the Jake Break, episode 24. We are creeping up onto a milestone episode next week, and we have a special one planned for y'all. But Trent and I, we're welcome back to another episode, another week at it.
Yes, sir. It's been, I feel like a record saying it every week, but it feels like just yesterday we were filming last week's podcast.
Yeah, and I feel like the weeks have just been flying by. Like, I know we'll get into it a little bit here, but I just feel like they've just been flying by. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this evening, Trent, I'm dragging. I'm much like you are, but I am feeling the lack of sleep this evening.
Yeah.
We'll say that.
Yeah.
So, but we appreciate y'all tuning in, riding along this train here, checking out what we got going on. But yeah, to get right into it, the reason why I'm dragging a little bit, Trent, is I had yet another wedding this weekend to go to.
You are in the heat of wedding season currently.
And last week, whenever you said about, well, I don't even remember how you brought it up or what you said exactly, but you talked about me finding a wedding date or, getting married someday. And that got some people fired up. I had gotten some feedback from it. People want to eventually make that into a potential bit down the road where you actually see what can happen in that field. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, this weekend was a lot of fun at the wedding. We'll say that.
That's what I think we need to post on social media and say DM, and then put my handle and be like, DM this guy with your, and we'll have a link. Well, actually, I'll fill out a Google form, and I'll have like name, age, where you live, like a picture of yourself, and then I'll go through all of the applications, and then I'll select 10 women, and it'll be a surprise podcast. You're gonna hop in, and there's just gonna be 10 women here. And we're going to go through speed dating, right? Or we can drag it out. We got like 10 women, and then, they just go through, they say 2 minutes about themselves, and at the end of the episode, first week you got to get rid of 2. Live action.
So are they going to be on the show or not?
Oh, on the show.
On the show, we're going to be doing this.
On the show.
Dang.
The hop one for this.
We won't even have the blind draft. It'll just be the blind date.
Yeah, hop on a segment. They'll each have 2 minutes to tell a little bit about themselves, and then at the end of that, you say, I'll be like, all right, I'm the moderator. I'm like, pick 2, get them out. And you're like, bang, bang, and then they leave, and the next week we do the same thing until we have a final winner.
See, when I mentioned earlier in the show, for those of you that didn't listen, and somebody put my name in the hat to be the Bachelor on the show The Bachelor. Yep. And I obviously didn't get selected yet or didn't hear anything yet. I don't know if I had to have the heart to do that, dude. Like, all these people, first of all, I don't know how you're going to get 10 or 12 applicants. I really don't. I really don't know how that's going to happen. But if you would, I don't know how in the world I could really just weed them out like that. Just be that guy that's like, see you later. Kick you to the curb.
Jake, don't underestimate me.
Well, according to our listeners from last week's episode, they're fired up and excited for you to potentially make that happen. So we'll see what happens here. But I don't know, this weekend was a lot of fun. I was in New Jersey for yet again. I didn't apply for part-time residency or anything like that, like you mentioned there before. But I will say, I'm not saying that I would move there someday, but I'm starting to appreciate the state of New Jersey more. And I'm not just saying that because I know some people that listen are from New Jersey. I'm saying that because I genuinely... there's some things about it that are actually kind of starting to grow on me a little bit.
What, the drivers?
No, that'll never grow up on me. The traffic will never grow on me. And just the amount of people shoved into, like, one area, it just doesn't make sense. Meaning, like, on the highway. Like, I don't understand how you can get so many people on the highway and where they're all going at 4 o'clock on a Friday, or not 4 o'clock, like 10 o'clock on a Saturday morning. I just don't understand where all these people are coming from.
Yeah, traffic is one of my least favorite things. So Jersey is not on my favorite location list by any means.
Yeah, and this weekend I did not a lot of driving, but a decent amount of driving around there. And I'm starting to understand why some Jersey drivers are aggressive now. I really, truly am, because I mean, I had people cutting me off left and right, and if you weren't going 35 miles per hour over the speed limit, like, you were still getting passed in the right lane. Going 35 over. I'm not saying I was going 35 over because that's way too risky business for me. But you almost had to be, or you were just getting passed on the berm, the left side. I mean, everywhere they could pass without ramping it up over your car. It was just crazy. But the wedding itself was phenomenal. One of my good college friends, roommate my senior year in the quad there that we had, one of my best friends, and it was just good to connect with him and his family and his wife now, and it was a great time. Great time. I mean, I'll say this to every wedding I go to, but this was one of my most fun weddings I've ever been to, if that's the correct way to word it. Like, it was just different because you're in Jersey, like kind of in the city sort of deal. At least to me, it was a city. It wasn't a city, but to me, I'll call it the city because I could see Philadelphia. But it was a lot of fun. It was a good time. And apparently I had like a special entrance to the reception. And you'll never guess the song that played whenever me and the bridesmaid walked in together.
I think I can because I think you told me.
Did I actually tell you? What was it?
Save a Horse Ride Cowboy.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, maybe I did tell you that. My bad. Yeah, so I walked in there, and I wasn't passing out $100 bills like it says in the song there, or else, one person would have been lucky to walk out with one. If that would have been the case, even that. But yeah, we walked out, and people were excited about the entrance. So hopefully, I get some video footage of that from a buddy here because it was a good time. It was a good time. But the wedding was a great time. But I'm dragging. I'm not built for that every weekend, and a lot of driving, but it was well worth it and a good time. But I don't know. That was my weekend. I had a lot of fun doing it. But it sounded like you had some extra fireworks that didn't involve a wedding, but some particular surprises at home and abroad. So
yeah, I spent my weekend actually I spent like Saturday painting. So I painted my grandparents' house, and painting is, I don't mind rolling walls, right? But, well, I'll leave the rest for later in the show, but painting we have a love-hate relationship, because you want to make it look really nice, but you got to take your time, and especially if the lighting isn't good, trying to see your coverage sometimes, especially if you're putting a color over a color that's very similar, you can't see where you already did, kind of deal. So I painted all day Saturday for I don't know, 11 hours or something like that.
Jesus.
So, neck was a little stiff from a lot of looking up and down. But it got it done. Looks good. And then it was I don't know, late afternoon, I got a text from my wife. She's like, "There's a possum in the garbage can." So I have a Blackstone outside with a garbage can that I keep beside it. No lid on it. It's just for paper towels that have grease, or when I clean it off, I throw in there. Bags from breakfast potatoes that I throw in after they're done. And it's one of the kind of bigger garbage cans. It's I don't know, waist high or so. Mm-hmm. So recently I made bacon. So a whole bunch of bacon grease, right? So I used paper towels to clean off all that grease, and I threw them in there. So I'm assuming this little possum smelled the bacon grease. And I think the only way it got in there, it either climbed the Blackstone cover, or it jumped up onto a chair and then jumped from the chair over into the garbage can. So Lex was walking past to get something out of her car, and she heard I don't know if she heard something rustling inside, or she just happened to see something move, and she saw there was a possum inside. I was like, "Well, get it out." And she's like, "No, that is not my job." So then I guess our dad looked in later that evening when he was there, and he didn't see it. He looked in the garbage can, it wasn't in there.
Huh.
So okay. I'm assuming it probably burrowed underneath all the garbage and was laying down in the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was a little guy. I mean, he was probably only, I don't know, 10, 12 inches long without the tail.
Okay.
So I get home, and I turn my flashlight on, walk up to the trash can, he's just sitting there. So I walk inside. She was asleep. And I was like, "Yep." I sent her a picture. And I'm like, "Yeah, it's still out here." She's like, "Well, get rid of it." So I walk out there, put a glove on, went down, picked it up out of the garbage can by its scruff, She was inside, like, losing her mind. She's like, "You're insane." And then I let it go behind the house, and it ran off to my neighbor's yard. But the night before, I actually saw it. I took Ember out to go to the bathroom at night, and I heard rustling over in my neighbor's window well. It goes, like, to the basement windows. Heard rustling, and usually there's skunks. That's where the skunks live, in her window wells. So I was like, "Oh no, a skunk's gonna crawl out." Well, next thing I know, I see this possum head stick up, and then it crawled up out, and it just stood there and looked at Ember, and she lost her mind. And I knew it was like a little baby one. So as soon as I saw the possum, I knew like which one it was. So that was my excitement Saturday night when I got home late.
Well, and I was still at the wedding at that point when you sent me the picture of it, you holding it. Yeah. And like I was sitting around some buddies at the table eating dessert and stuff, and they're like, "What in the world is that?" And I showed it to them. I was like, "Yeah, my buddy found a possum in their trash can, and he just ripped her out and got rid of it." And they were like, "You guys are just built different out that way."
Yeah, like I said, I was like, "What would you have done if I wasn't here?" Like, you know what I mean? She's like, "I would have just left it there." I'm like, "No, you wouldn't have. That's cruel." She's like, "I told my mom I was gonna take a broomstick. I was going to stay inside with a broomstick, open the kitchen window above our sink, and then shove the broomstick out the window and push the can over." I was like, most times possums, like, they freeze. They, like, play dead half, so you can just grab them. This one, he meant business. He was trying to bite me. So it took me, I got on the second try. The first try, I went to grab him. I got a hold of him, and then he snapped around. The second time, I got a hold of him, and he was snapping left and right for probably 10 seconds before he chilled out, and then he just kind of stayed there. And when I set him down, he froze. He didn't know what to do. So I just tapped his butt, and then he took off. He was like, "Oh, I'm free."
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, I'm glad it was a possum, not a raccoon, because a raccoon would have torn my face off.
Oh, true.
Raccoons are crazy.
That would he had to done the broom out the window, knock the can over or something. I don't know, or net them or something. I don't know. They're crazy.
Yeah,
but that's wild. Yeah, I don't know. That sounds like a good time.
Yeah, I mean, it was something. I mean, it kind of reminds me of like back home, because like all the time when I'd trap, like if I was trying to trap raccoons, if I catch a possum, I would just let the possum go or grab, like if you're using a foothold. A lot of people use like the, what do you want to call them? Like what the dog catchers use for dogs, a restraint pole, kind of.
Oh yeah.
To like put around
cable and stuff.
Yeah, put around their neck to hold them down. Then you get their foot out, and then you let them go. I would just usually grab them with my hands because a lot of times possums they play dead.
Yeah.
So like, they just go away, and if you catch them in a box trap by accident, because they always get in like your groundhog traps, your live traps. So I just let them go, and they, especially during the day, because they're supposed to be sleeping, so they're all disoriented and confused. But yeah, it was a nice refresh of like what I always did back home. So not complaining about it.
Getting back to your roots.
That's right.
With the wrangling.
That's right. So when I came inside, my wife was standing inside the kitchen window watching me get it out of the trash can. And when I came out, she was like, "You're insane. You are mentally unwell." I'm like, "What? You just have to get it out. Like, I'm just gonna grab it." But
oh man, I'll tell you, that's wild. But something that I didn't grab a hold of and really get enthused by was UFC 322 this weekend. I was struggling hardcore to stay up during the main card. I had tried to watch it. I know you and I both actually sent the video of Bo Nickel, the head kick that won Bo Nickel there that he did to get the KO.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like within minutes, you and I both sent each other that video. That was wild. That was entertaining to watch.
Yeah, I didn't even see that you sent it. So like later, when I saw that notification, I scrolled up and saw the same exact thing. I was like, "Oh, I'm a dummy. I sent the same thing that he sent me." But
hey,
yeah,
you gotta support the Nittany Lions, baby.
That's right. I'm a huge Penn State fan, all sports, and so I'm a big fan of Bo Nickel. And I was hoping he would get a decent win, especially when he was forced back to prelims. Because I do think that I'm not saying he's going to be a champion, but I think he has what it takes. I think he needs to work on his striking. Mm-hmm. He has the wrestling, there's no question about it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I think submission attempts and striking And if he can work on both of those things and be at the highest level, I think he has all the tools in the box to become a UFC champion. So it was nice to see him get a big win, a big statement win. But yeah, and then other than that, I didn't watch it all because I was beat from pain and I went to bed. I saw some highlights. Leon Edwards got hammered. He out cold. Just a straight left, straight to the nose.
Yeah.
And he, the punch took him off his feet.
Yeah, it was pretty intense, I'm not going to lie. I didn't watch much of it either because I was at the wedding, but the clip I saw was, wow.
Yeah, he got smoked. And then, congrats to Islam for being a double champ. I've never been impressed by Madalena, or however you say his last name.
Mm-hmm.
Never been super impressed with him. I knew Islam was most likely going to dominate, and from the highlights I've seen, that's all it was. A wrestling victory by Islam. A lot of people said it was a pretty boring fight to watch, but at the end of the day, if you can secure a decision in 5 rounds, it is what it is.
Win's a win.
That's right.
Win. But I will say that I will confirm that it was a snooze fest. I watched most of the first round, realized I fell asleep with my phone in my hand, and I woke up again, and I heard them in my earbuds chattering and stuff, announcing who won, and bam, he got the other belt, and that was that. So I didn't see the rest of it until I watched the highlights then afterwards.
Yeah, but I'm excited for especially I'm excited for after the new year when you can watch UFC on, what is it, Paramount?
Shoot, what is it coming on? Is it Paramount? Maybe Paramount.
I think so.
I can't remember. I'll have to look into that. But
it'll be nice.
I forgot about that.
It'll be way cheaper to watch, not having to try to stream it somewhere.
Yeah.
But on top of UFC 322, I have come to a conclusion, Jake. I am no longer going to watch any more Penn State football games.
None.
This is the first. I'm just kidding, but I don't think I should. Sorry if you hear my kid crying in the background. He's teething right now, so he's upset. But I'm not watching any more Penn State football games because this is the first week I didn't watch any of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Not a second.
Not a second. Okay.
And we won. We only played Michigan State, so it's not saying much. But Penn State won, and if I have to take one for the team and not watch it, I am willing to do that. So,
well, you got to test that theory next week, then.
I guess so, but I don't know what I'm doing next weekend. But if I'm not doing anything, it's gonna be so difficult for me not to turn it on because I love Penn State football. Love it. If it's on, I'm watching it. But I was painting, and there was no TV where I was painting. I could have set up my phone, but I didn't want paint slung everywhere, so I just decided it was the best for me just to not watch it, and it worked out for the best.
Took one for the team.
That's right.
That's wild. I know at the wedding there, we had ESPN rolling some updates on scores and stuff like the Ole Miss game, and then obviously Alabama going down. It's wild. It's a wild year in college football. USF went down. Not that it's a huge game, but then Arizona won. I think it was Arizona won yesterday. Beat a ranked team as well. Ranked teams are going down this year. Going down. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm anxious to see how the end of the season shakes out.
Yeah, and then I watched a little bit of NFL today, not too much. I know you were driving, so you probably didn't watch much. But I know the Dolphins are turning it around.
Yeah, I saw they won in overtime, right?
Yeah, they were god-awful beginning of the season. Last week they beat the Bills. This week they beat the Commanders. So, they're turning around. Steelers' defense came out. They scored 2 touchdowns today, I think.
Yeah.
Was it 2? Because I can't remember. I know there one fumble they were trying to try to overturn because they thought the player might be down. But let me see here. I think they might have scored
again. I saw they won, and I don't know. Now I saw the Bills won too. It's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah, apparently the Bills and the Bucks game was a fantastic game to watch. It was like a slugfest. Like Baker and Josh Allen were just cooking the whole game.
Yeah. And I think they both had 2 interceptions, too, and still put up combined like 75 points.
Yeah, that's insane.
So.
But it's going to be a good game tonight, good game tomorrow night, so.
Oh, you're telling me. Tomorrow night is just... I need to get to bed early tonight and get a good night's sleep. I have to. One, because I got a busy week of work, but secondly, those Monday night games are just brutal. Yep. Brutal. And you know darn well I'm going to stay up for the one tomorrow night because if they don't beat the Raiders, I may pull what you are for Penn State right now. I might not watch a single game the rest of the season. Just hope for the best. Yep. Very truly. But I'm excited. We got Quinnen Williams, and then we got the linebacker from Cincinnati whose name is slipping my mind right now. You can call me a fake fan, but I can't think of what his name is. He seems like a great guy, and everyone was all fired up and excited about him in the Instagram comments for the Cowboys. But
Henderson?
I'm anxious. Oh, yeah, I think that might be it. Yeah.
Because I only saw one. I don't follow the Cowboys too close, but I think it might have been Henderson.
I think it might have been. I'm not 100% sure. I know he's a linebacker from Cincy.
Yeah.
And especially he's a stud, so.
But yeah, that's my my hot take. I'm not watching Penn State football anymore. Going forward.
I tell you what, if we post that now, all those Ohio State fans that commented on that one video we posted, man, they would just be they'll be feasting. They'll be feasting.
I'm like the most hated person on TikTok via Penn State football. Pretty sure.
We got a comment today from another Ohio. It was like Buckeye Brandon 2021 or something like that, and he commented on it again. He's like, "This guy, what is this guy thinking?" or something, or "This is awkward" or something like that.
Well, Buckeye Brandon, you're a bandwagon. Just letting you know. Just putting it out there. I grew up. I had a Penn State clothing on when I was 3, and I've been a Penn State fan since. And we've been bad a lot of that time. So I've been through the trenches, and I will be a Penn State fan until I die. So Buckeye Brandon can shove it.
Well, we'll just get right into it. We said we were going to be efficient this week. We're going to try and reduce the time a little bit. One, for the folks that are listening here, and also just keep us efficient here this evening. So we'll jump right into the gas and brake segment. Obviously, I'm going all gas again this week. I would say weddings again, but I think that was my gas last week, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it was weddings last week, so we are not going to go for the back-to-back here, even though I would. They were just awesome time. But something I found out when I went to Jersey this weekend, Trent, I would be willing to make the trip to do it again. And I think they might be in like southeastern PA too, somewhere. But so the day of the wedding, we ate these hoagies from Primo Hoagies. Oh my gosh, were they phenomenal! I love a good hoagie, but these were just on like top notch. They had like this great roll on it, which I know like New Jersey, that area is like good, known for the rolls and bagels and such. But these rolls had like a seeded coating on them. The filling was phenomenal. Just top tier hoagie. I'll say hoagie because that's what they call them down there, even though you and I would maybe call them a sub or something like that. But I that is one thing that would keep me around down there. Like if I could get them on a regular basis, you got me sold. So I'm going all gas on Primo Hoagies.
We'll have to make a trip sometime down.
Oh, we will. We will definitely. We will for sure.
But I am not a huge sub fan. Like I don't know what it is. I prefer a hot sub over a cold sub.
Oh,
but
yeah.
The one cold sub I will eat is Jersey Mike's.
Oh, they're so good too.
They're fantastic. They load it. I love fresh, crunchy lettuce and a lot of meat. It's so good.
Yeah. Like Jersey Mike's is here. Like they're high up the food chain, but I'm telling you, these Primo Hoagies were like a level above. I mean, it was just unreal. And they had hot ones, so they had chicken cutlet ones with like broccoli rabe and stuff in it. So good.
Yeah, I can imagine that'd be fantastic. This week I'm pumping the brakes and I'm going cutting in when you're painting. So like when you're cutting in a wall to the ceiling, so the ceilings were already done, so you have to cut into the top edge and then cut in, all the corners and door frames and trim and all that jazz. Cutting in is a pain in the butt because you don't want to get paint on the freshly painted ceiling, especially when you have drywall corners in a house that are really old and the drywaller was half blind, so your edge isn't straight, so you're trying to cut in against a real bumpy mess. Not fun. And then you got to make sure you kind of feather it out so you don't get a harsh line that's darker up at the top if you use like an actual edger instead of a brush. So yeah, I'm pumping the brakes of cutting in while painting. It's not fun.
Speaking from experience.
Yeah, I will roll all day, every day. Ceilings, walls, I'll roll a mile worth of walls. But when it comes to cutting in, oh, dude, it's painful.
So we could be your, if anybody out there is looking for a wholesale painter, Trent's your guy, but the detail work, maybe call in the heavies or do something buddy different.
Yeah, if you need some walls rolled or some possums wrangled, you give us a call. I'll be your man.
I love it. That's good. Okay. Well, we'll just roll right into the blind draft then. I mean, we are cruising. We are cooking this week. I don't know if it's the lack of sleep or what, but we are rolling. And, in our defense, too, we have an exciting episode planned for episode 25 next week that we're probably going to need a little bit more time. So we're going to give you back some of this time now in preparation for next week because it's bound to be a handful and an exciting time. So last week's blind draft. Trent, do you want to roll through that? What shook out of that?
Yes, we did the desserts last week, and I felt pretty confident, but I also felt confident the week before on the worst candy, and I got smoked. Even though Jake said M&M's, I'm still salty about that. But last week was desserts, and I won 67% to 33%. So now, overall, I think I'm at 11, Jake's at 9, 2 ties, and special guests have 1. So you were making a hot run there, but I was able to get one on you, so you weren't able to tie it up this past week.
Yeah, still not into double digits yet, but we're going to get there soon. We're going to try.
So this week's blind draft, we are going to go with favorite YouTube golfers. All right. So I think we need to make some rules.
Okay.
Or just set some things straight. 2 examples. We're going to go specific people, correct?
Yes, not channels like people.
Not exactly. So we're going to go specific people, and we can go with anyone who has like a actual YouTube channel.
Yes.
They can be pro, non-pro, whatever. We're just basically saying whoever we like to watch as YouTube golfers.
100%. That's what I like. That's the way I read it.
Yeah, and this is kind of a tail off of the Internet Invitational. If any of you have watched that or haven't watched it, YouTube it. There's 5 episodes, 6 episodes.
Yeah, within a couple of days, it was over 3.5 million views per episode. I mean, it's just been blowing up, and it was widely entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a slow time, or you can play something while you're driving to work, or play something where you can just listen to. Fantastic production. I mean, they put a lot of time into it, and it's between 4Play Golf, Barstool Sports, and Bob Does Sports. So it was a fantastic production. So who's flipping a coin this week?
I think you are. I think I did it last week.
Okay. All right. So what's your call?
Heads.
Flip a coin. It's heads.
Let's go. All right. Well, you already know who I'm picking number 1 overall. It's not even close. All day long, I'm picking this person, Grant Horvat.
There you go. I knew that was coming.
My guy.
My number 1, I'm going Bobby Fairways from Bob Does Sports.
Great pick. He was like 1A on my list.
Dude, he's not that good at golf. I mean, he had some good shots. He does have a hole-in-one, but he is hilarious. The stuff he posts on Instagram, just of his everyday life, the way that he is a
just naturally funny guy.
He is, and the way that he can put on a persona and make content, he is just a magician at that. So he's hilarious.
I like it. That's a great pick. So I'm going to go same group of guys, just a big personality guy. And when he's on with the driver, he can stripe it a mile. I'm going to go with Mr. Joey Cold Cuts at number 2.
Go. And I think since we're on that train, I got to go Fat Perez number 2. I love Fat Perez because he's so laid back. He doesn't have the figure for a typical golfer, but he's hilarious, and he can play some darn good golf.
I agree. He's a stick.
My favorite's when they do their drinking videos, and he's like 9 shooters a fireball in, and then he's just like laying like a starfish on the green. Oh, he's hilarious.
And still draining like 30 footers.
Yeah, dude, it's insane.
So for number 3, this probably isn't a surprise either. I'm going to go with Phil Mickelson's YouTube channel. Him and Grant doing the duels, and then the High Flyers channel that he has there that he's doing content on. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to go with Phil.
Along the same line of that, I'm going Bryson DeChambeau.
Great pick.
His breaking... What is it?
Breaking 50, I think.
Yeah, his Breaking 50 channel, where he played with like Steph Curry and a whole bunch of great golfers. His channel, fantastic. He brings the energy, and I think YouTube Golf has helped him kind of mold into who he is. Because before YouTube Golf, he was kind of more of a, I don't want to say a prick, but not a lot of people liked him on tour.
Right.
Because he was kind of snobby. So I think YouTube Golf helped him kind of loosen up and have more fun with the game of golf. So number 3, Bryson DeChambeau.
That's a good one. Good pick. For my number 4 here, I gotta go with Bobby.
Yep.
From Good Golf. Just an absolute character, like a guy you want to play with. Very competitive and can ball out, but he is just a good guy.
Yeah. I am going to go with Brad Dahlke.
Oh, great pick. So much fun to watch.
He's entertaining to watch. Like, he's funny, but at the same time, I love watching him. He's so good. He is automatic. He's a machine. He did play in the Masters before, but he is so freaking good. He can drive the ball a mile, and he is just so pure with every shot that he hits. So, yeah, Brad Dahlke, number 4.
Great pick. Man, for this 5th pick, that is tough. There's a lot of good ones out there left on the table yet. I don't know. So, I haven't watched a ton of their videos, but some of them I've watched, I've enjoyed. And especially in the Internet Invitational, I've liked the one guy in particular. And I am not going to go with Wesley Bryan. I'm going to go with George Bryan. I feel like George and I's personalities are more similar and more in line. He's just real laid back and great golfer too. So I'm going to go with George Bryan.
With my 5th pick, I'm going to go OG YouTube Golf, because I think without this person, YouTube Golf would not be where it's at today. He isn't been playing the best golf. He's not the best golfer in the world, but I'm going Rick Shields Golf.
Oh, okay. That's not where I thought you were going to go with it. Okay.
You thought I was going Peter Finch, right?
I thought you were going to go Garrett Clark.
Okay, no, I'm going Rick Shields, like OG, like when Garrett Clark was still figuring out how to hold a golf club.
Yeah.
Rick Shields has been doing this for a long, long time, and I still remember his videos that he's playing the world's tallest golfer that's like 7'8". They were swapping clubs. He's been doing this for such a long time, and I think he brought a lot of people to golf because he made fun content. So that's my 5th and final pick.
Great pick. I don't know. I mean, obviously, some people are going to have to do some research on this one, probably.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think we have some good lists there. So I got you with Bobby Fairways or Bobby Berger at 1, Fat Perez at 2, 3 Bryson DeChambeau, 4 Brad Dahlke, 5 Rick Shields. Then myself, I got Grant Horvat at 1, Joey Colcutt's 2, Phil Mickelson, Bubby from Good, and then coming in 5, George Bryan. So I understand last week I was a little day late on the post for the poll. That will not happen this week. It will be up Tuesday morning right away for you to vote on all day long. So let us know what you think there. I think we got 2 solid lists there, so I'll be anxious to see if I reach the double digits or if Trent gets on a hot streak now himself. So we'll see. But all in all, another episode in the books. Trent, what are we thinking? What are we feeling? What are we saying?
I'm not really sure. I think next week's going to be a heater, so stay tuned. Next episode should be a good one.
Yeah, and tell your friends, family, loved ones, tune into the show, like us, subscribe on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, wherever you listen or watch to your podcast. Tune in for us because we do have a special giveaway planned once we reach a certain milestone with followers, listenership, the whole 9 yards. So we can keep growing this program, keep investing into this show to make it even better product for you. We're making slow improvements. You will see some changes to the YouTube here in the coming weeks with some additional content besides the weekly episodes. So that will be exciting here. But otherwise, we'll see you next Monday. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend.